Zero Conditions Podcast, formerly known as the Terms and Conditions Podcast. We are back.
Except you are old. You need to stop being so shady.
No, I wasn't being shady.
You were.
No, I wasn't. You see, now you're putting me in problem. I just said something.
Okay, it's okay.
You see now. See, I was not being shady.
Oh God, this
now you're putting me. These are rappers getting to beef and just die. And somebody, before you know, a bullet is flying. Before you know, somebody has died.
Rappers getting to beef because they are looking for streams.
These are rappers getting to beef.
They just want to make money.
Not really. Some beef you get into because you
the ones in Nigeria.
No, every rappers never said Nigeria.
The ones in Nigeria, please. They're not trying to fight.
People get into beef. No, I don't think so.
They're not trying to fight exactly. You're not supposed to sell their music.
No. Sometimes they actually have issues, like real issues.
And they want to fight?
No, maybe not fight, but they take all the aggression out on a record.
Because it's better to make a hit with your anger than to get killed.
And get streamed for it.
Yeah.
Anybody trying to get killed in Nigeria.
Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for the support on the first episode. We really felt like we came back. Like, the love was immense.
Have you ever come back before?
The last time it took you less than 2 minutes to make a sex.
Do
you ever come back?
Can you not?
Like, say yes or no. Jesus, women are fighting for their orgasms these days.
According to you, women are fighting for it every day. According to you. So
anyways, how have you guys been?
Good. Man. Adulting is doing what it's doing.
I'm tired, bro. I feel very, very tired.
There's been no traffic these days in Lagos.
Because people don't get money to buy fuel.
People know they buy fuel. Whack them.
Yesterday.
Put them in the corner.
Knock them.
Oh my God.
I saw a video yesterday. Someone posted a video of some guys after work at Computer Village, and it felt like a lot of people were just walking, like they were trekking, literally. And I was like, is this even true? Like, is this for real? Like, it was actually very disheartening.
Do you guys feel... So I don't want to give this government too much credit.
Okay.
Do you get me? I don't want to give the government too much credit. But I did listen to a podcast on The Daily like 2 years ago about how America bypassed inflation by first doing something that increased the inflation before it decreased. Right? Keynesian economics and all of that. But right now it's feeling like, I mean, a lot of people are arguing that that's what it looks like. But bro, fuel that I used to fuel my car before 15,000. Now it's gone to 55k. Bro, do you understand? Like
15 to 55k.
Like that's not
car?
Yeah. 15k is for my car.
So waiting boys even they buy for club 9 they pay full fuel.
Bro, do you
so now you're either gonna turn up on a Friday night or you're gonna drive the whole week. Make your choice.
To be very honest, now that Tolani,
rich niggas making poor decisions.
Now that Tolani said this, now I can't even remember the last time I bought like full tank. I've been buying it in bits because of fear to calculate. I don't. He said his is like 55k.
Yeah.
I don't know what mine is. Because since they increased the
you should buy fuel. You should buy fuel because like it's
I
like in Nigeria every 2 weeks.
Don't get me wrong.
Everything
I've
they go
actually not filled my tank
in a while
because of the new price that they said.
So you just know,
like it's going to be 55k.
I don't even know that. Like how many liters can fill my tank? I don't know.
I think it's about, if it's 50. What's this? Your car is probably like 80 liters, 70 liters.
No, but this fuel thing is actually not nice at all. It's ridiculous. Even for people who take like public transport, people are paying like double their prices.
Bro, it's not funny.
The worst part about all this is that with Nigerians, we complain but we quickly adjust.
Yeah,
that is the most annoying thing. It feels like we're always going to survive.
I don't think it's an annoying thing because if you sit down and complain, you are going to die.
My
stop holding them accountable.
What I mean by adjust is like, it's not just adjust, it's like, okay, that's what you're doing. Let's go get more money.
Exactly.
Like, that's the Nigerian thing. Let's go get more money.
It's not a good
our
thing.
solution to our problem in Nigeria is everybody's like, double your hustle, like go get more money.
And it's not a good thing. You know why? Because of that energy that we have and that spirit that we have, the government gets away with a lot of things because they know that we'll adjust to it.
Even it now makes like the common man say, I guess get the bread.
Yes, and our mental health is dying, like literally.
But I have a hot take.
Yeah.
As much as it's not looking good, I think it's too early to make a pronouncement.
Yeah, because the problem
the
now,
administration.
Yeah.
the problem now,
It's too early
quote
to make a
unquote, was
pronouncement.
not created by them. This was coming.
They met it.
Whether we liked it or not.
Yeah.
I would say the only problem was maybe the way,
It
like
has been
day one inauguration, Tinubu just
Yeah.
announced it on the podium, just like
Yeah.
that, like.
But
hot news.
That's
niggas.
not the only thing that people are mad at now. When
Yeah,
it comes
like
to the
so there was. It's
administration.
like there was no
other
plan
things.
to cushion the effect.
Yeah, it's the way it went.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
That's-
Unilag has
Pushing the
increased
effect.
school fees.
Bro.
Returning students are paying
mean-
over 100,000 naira.
140,000. That's what I saw on Twitter.
Like,
It's
someone
so
sent
wild.
me a
When
message.
I was in Unilag, I entered Unilag 2010, year one, my school fees, and that's just
Over
because of year one
100,000,
tuition
like, what's
and
that?
everything. My school fees was 30 something or 50 something K. Then like year two, from year two and year three was like 14. Then year three was like 36, I think.
It said medical and dentistry students will now pay 190,000 henceforth. Students who fall into the categories of laboratory use will pay 140,000. Then returning students who are not science or
not
medical
sustainable
students will now pay 100,000 naira.
It's not sustainable.
And they say go and use take students loan.
This country is falling apart.
Totally falling apart, but yeah.
Yeah, it is.
But there's also an argument of federal universities are not. We complain about the quality
State
of
universities, my Ekiti State University has been paying over 150 since like 2013.
No, but wait, people
Only God
argue.
knows what they'll be paying now.
People argue that the federal universities and state universities, they need to up their game when it comes to the quality of education that they get. The laboratories, the things that they
Bro,
teach.
do you
all
want
of
to
that.
go to school and get pali and pay 14,000, or do you want to pay 190,000 and still get shitty education because education is not going to say?
But my point now is that the argument
let's be
is
honest.
wait, let me be done with my line of
Okay,
thought.
sorry.
The argument is the reason they're getting that kind of shitty, the reason we've been getting that kind of shitty quality because we don't even pay good enough money for them to up their game. So maybe if they increase the fees to something, good enough, we'll get better quality of unis.
You think Mr. Atioro that's a Unilag?
Who's that Tioro?
I'm just curious.
Okay, regular name.
I'm making names up.
Okay.
As I go. You think Mr. Atioro gives a shit?
It'd be like there'll actually be somebody named Mr.
And
Tiro.
are you saying that Mr. Tioro will not use his extra money to do something good for the uni?
You think because Mr. Atioro gives a shit about you? He wants you to fail. He never get, bro.
Nigerian lecturer that will tell you is for God.
And guess what? I never worried. I could never be bothered. It's for God. Take it.
As a living sacrifice.
guys,
I'm not even bothered.
That is guys, what are your favorite acronyms on Twitter?
Actually, my joke by me.
MFJPM. Bro.
Please
That shit
don't
is
kill
funny
me.
as fuck.
Please don't
That's
kill
what
me.
that is.
Yes, now my joke by me.
You know what that is?
Like
Don't
don't. I
kill me.
don't. I don't want.
Don't kill me,
Do
exactly.
you understand?
Have a joke
Leave
by
me. Don't-
You know another one I like? Ian Kia.
Eh?
that one.
Adekunle.
It's a lie. Oh my God. Are you serious?
I saw it. I saw it.
Twitter is a
Ian SR.
what?
Speaking
Speaking about Twitter.
Oh my God.
Speaking about Twitter. Twitter is literally on fire right now.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Kia. Twitter. Everybody has been going off on Twitter. Guys,
Brymo is in the news again.
before we get to Brymo,
That Brymo and we got belly
Bro.
full before we enter there.
bro, I've never seen somebody put. Let's even get into it.
What are you waiting for? Like, I don't understand. What are you
You
postponing?
know the
the
funny
juice
thing,
for?
like on my way here, on my way to this recording, like I saw the Twitter. I was like, gods of podcasting, thank you. These hot gist.
Okay, so just in case you're not on
I'm
Twitter,
a big fan of Brymo.
Huge.
let's start from the beginning of the story before you give your opinions. Just in case you're not on Twitter, you've not seen it.
Okay.
So someone posted something.
I'm sure Star Blog has carried it. Everybody has seen it at this point.
Well,
We have our shout out our Yankee, UK,
yes.
Germany.
Do you understand?
Bro, those guys are plugged in. No.
Yeah, they are.
So those ones they don't check it out.
Diaspora
Bro.
Nigerians know what's happening
guys, they
in
know what's
Nigerian pop culture
before you.
Before us, they
yes.
are very tuned in.
Oh.
They are very tuned in.
Don't
They know.
They know.
Anyway, so someone posted something. Adekunle Gold is dropping his body of work, and someone said Adekunle Gold is in his sweet song era. The new jam Clear. Then he now said always been. Now you know they listen. So someone I responded saying, again the fans, Brymo supposed to your album. Then Brymo responded. He said though AG reached out.
You always say they vex me for Brymo. Sorry. is the fact that
think
I read it like it feels like Brymo is anytime he's typing, he's feeling himself. I can see like he's speaking English.
The punctuation.
I can read it the way Brymo talks. You know, the way I'm talking. Like I read it the way I can see it.
Oh my God!
Bro.
So
You know
he
what?
says
I can reach out to Brymo to come on the pod, though.
Bro.
to come and say why he said that.
Yeah. Come and share his story. Because Simi, he told Simi, he told Efia. I was like, my nigga.
You guys are jumping the gist. You wouldn't even.
Sorry.
Jesus.
Go.
Then Brymo responds saying, though AG reached out later, I like to think. I like to think. You know, it was going like something was going to the end. He said, I like to think that he didn't check in again by will of fate because I turned down same request many years before. I also did same with Simi. I said I wanted to get intimate to create intensity. I didn't know they were together, of course.
Do you know the funny thing is that when I saw that tweet,
Adekunle Gold responded, please, before we get there. Then he put out, like that was not enough.
he now
put out part two.
with voice notes.
With voice notes. Tell me you're right when you say that he actually was, chilling. Like, let me put a voice note. So there's a part of me that wants to feel remorse for my requirement for a collaboration with the talented Simi. Yet I am reminded that I was indeed and honestly seeking to experience the outcome of making music with a female act and bedding. I proposed same to Efia too.
Was he not in a long-term relationship throughout this period?
Go on. It's Brymo, bro.
He now said I proposed same to Efia too then. Adekunle Gold response saying, do not disrespect my wife and family. Get help.
Adekunle Gold is a better man than me.
Pound Wine Music. Volume 10.
Adekunle Gold is a better man.
I just saw that and I'm like, guys,
My
it's not
brother,
even
if
funny.
you said that about
What's
bro,
your sem? Man's wanted to get on the Ghanaian thing.
And let me tell you guys something. I'm sure you guys find this thing funny. But it's not funny because this is the reality of a lot of women in the entertainment industry.
You don't even understand.
Literally everybody be disturbing you.
Melody, you don't understand.
It's annoying.
You don't understand the difference here. You don't understand. Let me
that's
explain why this is wilder.
Okay, go.
Let me explain to me why this is wilder. The normal thing is female artists or female somebody in the industry wants to do something in the industry with somebody, either a producer or a bigger artist or something, or a promoter, whatever. And the person will say, okay, sleep with me before you get it.
Yeah.
Brymo is not saying that that's his case. So
exactly.
Brymo is saying, oh yeah, let's work together. And if we knock that the energy, you know the thing that you need to understand. Because I've been in rooms with Brymo.
Brymo actually thinks
he
that.
believes this thing he's saying.
Yes.
He actually believes it. I know it sounds mad, but he believes it.
He believes that what?
He believes that
not-
if he
if
slept
not
with Simi or he slept with
Yeah.
Efia, the music that they will create will be like a sonic.
That's no, but I don't
He actually believes it.
Because
It
you
is
guys,
deluded. I'm not arguing with
and
you.
because people have egged it on for a long time to say, oh, you're going to create something that is magical. You have to go into the
Why are you making
Adam's
your ass like
apple
that?
and you go in. So for you to listen to his music, you have to be intellectually in. What is that?
See, so here's the thing. Let's not lie.
What's that?
Sometimes certain experiences can elevate the music that you make. Let's not lie, right?
Expenses like
Cocaine.
Sex sometimes.
you guys, please no.
Don't forget
No, what are you guys
the Weeknd's
saying?
first cocaine
Let's
era.
not do this.
Or
You
Bruno
will never
Mars.
feel so
Or Bruno Mars.
pretty.
When
Guys,
Bro.
let's not applaud nonsense.
I'm not
Bro,
applauding
I'm not
nonsense.
applauding it.
I am telling you real
It's a
life.
fact.
It is a fact
So
that
if you fuck someone, the music could be better.
No. Except
No.
if you're talking cocaine now.
certain experiences, certain things can help in
Exactly.
creating art.
Do you know the amount of songs that?
I saw yesterday, Tolani, that there's now MDMA
In
couples
Lagos.
therapy.
Oh no, yeah,
Couples therapy. I saw it on Vice.
Foy posted
I'm not. I shared it before. Vice, like couples who take MDMA
ecstasy.
together, ecstasy, and start like talking about their problems and
That
they are
is
solving their
coup-
problems.
that is couples, and that's
No,
That's
the
a-
point I'm getting to is
the
that
common denominator is the fact that
Sex.
no, that there
certain
are
elements,
certain elements, and
although outrageous.
for some people it is sex. For some artists it is sex. Sex is the thing that
You know,
it is alleged that Biggie rapped in the studio to what's that song? It was all a dream. It was alleged that he was getting head in the studio as he was rapping.
So that inspired the song to be better.
Oh, yeah,
bro,
you have no idea.
I've heard some wild shit that during the recordings of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, that Kanye had porn playing in the studio.
Anyways, the problem.
Wait, do you know how many songs that some of the best, actually, all of the best songs that The Weeknd has released, they were all about cocaine?
I know future raps about all these things too.
No. The Weeknd song, The Weeknd, 100 million Spotify.
The Weeknd's fans were annoyed when you got sober.
You guys, I hear you,
Yeah.
and I've heard.
We're not justifying Brymo.
Yes, but I'm saying that this is even it's a concerning.
Do you know why I don't agree?
Let me be done. Thank you.
Before you jump in, I've seen some tweets saying
it's not like you have an orgasm anyway.
Well, yes, actually. Continue, Tolani. Continue.
A lot of people, I've seen a lot of people talk about it like Brymo is asking for sex before he collaborates. I don't think that's
not what he said.
No, man.
That's what he inferred.
No. This is not justification. And let's be honest, for that to happen, it would mean that Brymo is a bigger artist than Simi. He's not.
Yeah.
Do you understand? There's no power dynamic here. At every point in both their careers, I think Simi has been the bigger artist.
At every point.
No, anything before Simi Sola, Brymo was bigger.
You know she was a gospel artist.
Anything before Simi Sola. But I'm guessing that this conversation will have started from the Simi Sola era.
Possibly.
Yes, definitely.
Possibly.
So she was already this mega superstar. So what are you doing?
So you can't bring that up that is now holding her to ransom.
He said I also did same. I said I wanted to get intimate to create intensity.
But you also have to remember who you are
See,
talking about.
sorry. I turned down same request many years before. I also did the same with Simi, which means he turned down collaborating with Simi.
You are not.
Because he wanted to get intimate.
You are not understanding this thing. God. Do you know what you are not understanding?
He literally said it himself.
No. Listen.
Wait, let him make his point.
Listen.
Okay.
For there to be a situation where you are taking advantage, what people are saying is another man is taking advantage of a woman. That's
taking advantage. That's not the narrative. Taking advantage. For you to take advantage of the person, that means the person has to be like.
Calm down. Let me read something to you. Someone said, if she was the one to publicly tell this story, Nigerian men would have gathered around Brymo in solidarity and insulted to me for trying to ruin his already dead career. We are not getting out of this hellhole anytime soon.
Yeah.
People are perceiving it as a situation of someone asking for sex for something. Do you understand?
Yeah, but I can also see why they see it like that. I can also see why they see it like that.
What I'm saying is, all the context around it suggests that it can't be that way.
Yes, no. So of course, so this conversation is layered, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He is actually asking for sex for collaboration.
Intensity.
For collaboration.
The name of
but
this
we cannot use we cannot say in the context of he's trying to take advantage of her. Do you understand? But he was asking for sex in response for collaboration. In response in English.
I hear you.
Asking for sex in exchange for collaboration. But he was not on it taking advantage.
And normal people that think that Simi Sola, like career-wise, from Simi Sola downwards, she was never she was like above him.
She was.
You think Brymo knows that?
No, Brymo doesn't. Brymo 1000% does not think
he's
like
the
that.
guy in any room he's in.
Like
he truly believes. If Beyonce day here, Brymo go say.
But wait, in what world is? Let me break this down. Let me explain something. In what world are you turning down something that can give you money, that can put money in your pocket because you want to have sex?
Brymo doesn't live for money. Brymo doesn't make his art for money. You really.
So he would choose. So he would choose the intensity over the money that will come out of.
Yes. You need to meet Brymo. Brymo is thinking, I'm doing you a favor because.
Bye.
Yes.
Have you met Simi?
Oh my God. You don't know Brymo. You need to know Brymo.
Even the way he records music, because when they were recording the project with AQ, I sat in some sessions. He can just come, set my gone. Like he is like the wind. That guy. Very spontaneous,
But this is a very problematic conversation because when women talk about these things that they experience in the industry, people try to downplay it or make it look like it's in your head. Sometimes they even get gaslighted and say you're exaggerating and that did not happen. Do you know how tiring?
Just made me remember.
Wait, now do you know how tiring it is for you as a person? Most people your art, you have to think of all the people you have to have sex with. You have to have sex with OAP. You have to have sex with producer. You have to have sex with director. You have to have sex. It's tiring.
Let's be honest.
They say how many women do we have in the industry? Well,
Melody, let's be honest. Let's be absolutely honest. I am not shaming the victim here. But if you hold your career in high esteem, you will not sleep with anybody before you sorry. You know why? Because once you stop, you are not going to stop.
But it's not their fault.
Listen,
like this.
listen,
sometimes
listen,
they require it of them.
Listen. All of them that have done it, where are they?
Why are you smiling?
You asked that question like, yeah, assuming I know who did it. I don't know. Like, my bro. My bro.
We're talking.
I don't know.
Everybody that has done it, where are they?
I don't know.
Because anybody that has to sleep with you before they give you a chance, they don't rate you. They are never going to rate you. Just don't do it. I know it's very hard, but don't do it.
It's just hard.
I don't know who's
I mean,
but don't do it.
Listen.
It's difficult. Like these girls are not.
It's very difficult.
They're not getting opportunities.
You know,
Producers would even,
sometimes
like
it's not even.
I've spoken to
like Melody. You need to even understand. Like also the way sometimes the way. So I think like before it used to be like, hey, you want this? Cool, sleep with me. I will do this for you.
Outright.
It used to be like outright like that. So now it's no longer like that.
It's not moving to you.
It's not like a
I'm
toasting thing.
Yeah.
I'm toasting you. I took you out. Yeah, let's have lunch. Yeah, let's have dinner. Yeah, let's hot box. Come on now, no fresh air. Yeah. That's how it is now. And if you are not sharp to draw the lines, it's still a use and dump situation. And I'll explain it because I know a literal situation of somebody that was gonna.
So, now you know.
Somebody that was gonna be signed somewhere, right? She was gonna be signed somewhere, and all the talks were good. You know, the contract was taking shape. Negotiations back and forth. You know, let's have lunch with one of the label organs. Well, we had lunch. Had dinner.
And now you became dinner.
Raw dinner.
Don't tell me that
She
after
don't
that
taste like
happened.
anything.
Don't tell me after that happened they didn't sign her.
After that happened, contract negotiation went cold. Conversations went cold, and it died.
Do you know the girls that I really respect in situations like this? I've seen women that they will use that. Oh, you want to sleep with me? I will bait you. Bait you. Give me what I want.
But women should not even have to be in such situations.
Yeah, they shouldn't.
It's not. There's nothing to be. Do you understand? Glamour. Like it's stressful. Men just come up, show up, and do their thing. Nobody
also wait. Oh, Melody, wait. No. Just chill. I need to add something to this thing. You are right. However, there's another one's where we say from the jump when they come to you for something, they dangle them in your face.
Who is dangling the men?
The girl, they dangle them for your face. Say, another Barbie, the party.
Excel, stop it, please.
Don't make you Ken. I want to tell you, Tim.
Why are you bringing Barbie into
Be
this?
like I spice.
The point, Shy, is the industry should
let me
be.
make my point. Let me make my point.
Yeah.
I don't like when people make this argument. I don't like. I think it's a very, with all due respect, I'm not insulting you, but I think it's a very naive argument.
Which one now?
When people say that women should not have to do this, women are always going to do it because they are horrible people. That's just the reality.
Yeah.
That's the reality. It's just like when men say, don't walk in a lonely place. Don't wear XXX and be walking in a lonely place.
Yeah.
Just those. Right? No, come and say, oh my God, that's not an argument. No, but
it's not an argument.
It's a stupid retort.
No.
Listen to me.
I'm listening.
Melody, if you go and wear certain outfits,
like I am wearing right now,
bro, whatever you see, bro, you have to be careful.
No.
Listen to me. The reality of life
is that men cannot hold themselves.
What the fuck are you saying?
Exactly. So what are you saying?
The reality of life is that there are horrible people in this world. There are horrible people in this world.
I agree 100.
There is no amount of social media activism that you do that will cleanse them up. They can't even hear you. They can't see you.
Tolani.
Listen. Some of the biggest culprits, some of the most surprising culprits of sexual harassment have been people that have been feminists with you online. Allies. What the fuck are you saying? I'm bossy. I don't want borrow.
Tolani.
What the fuck are you on about?
It's a big lie.
May I?
It's a dropping, my brother.
But you wanted to say something. Say.
That argument that Tolani is trying to have now is so dead.
You people are fucking naive.
No, wait. When the conversation is so, like Tolani now said now, like horrible people are in the world. 100. I agree. And there is no.
If you agree, then you shouldn't give me
No,
counter.
then there is no. Why won't I give contact?
Okay,
There's no level of social media activism that will cleanse the world, and this has nothing to do with like just that conversation. Generally, even things that we complain about, like we complaining about bad policies and all of that. Even from us to tomorrow, there will always be bad policies in certain places, right? But the conversation is horrible people are in the world, but it shouldn't be specific. It shouldn't affect one person much more on the level that it affects women. Horrible people are in the world, but men will still feel safe to go out at night. So if women are saying that I want to feel as safe as you do when you go out, is that so much to ask? I don't think it's so
feel
much
as safe
as you feel when you
Bro,
go out at night.
let me tell you something. If you like, go and be doing activism. Don't protect yourself. Don't have pepper spray. Don't have it.
Do you know that if you are
Don't
caught
have
with
it.
pepper spray in Nigeria, you'll be arrested again?
Bro, that one is, let's say that one is inherently wrong. But don't have pepper spray. Don't have taser if you can.
CJ, are we ready?
Don't.
Guys, we're about to go on a break, but please stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. This conversation continues, and if you miss any part of this conversation, the audio and the video will be out.
Please don't give
on
me sign.
Monday.
I know it's to see that.
See, I shouted video because of some people, but they get it. Love you guys. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. In case you missed any of the conversation, please check out the audio and the video on YouTube and other podcast streaming platforms by Monday. Yes.
You have to make money. Anyway.
See the slander. All you can see is the slander.
What? All I can see is just men slander. Bro, you know, there are some people that's their whole personality.
What if she's a self-aware person?
Melody, you can't be self-aware and that's your whole personality. Like that's mutually exclusive. Do you understand?
It's like
do you know that
if Nigeria
Excel,
gets
do you know
better,
that Excel?
it's like if Nigeria gets better, what music will Seun Kuti make?
Oh, the Kutis as well. Yo, Kuti.
Your whole brand
Yo, Kuti
is around
clan.
somebody's negativity.
What the hell?
Yes, now.
yes,
Literally now.
If Nigeria becomes UAE today, what's going to happen?
What's going to happen? If Nigeria gets, imagine it, let's say for some reason Nigeria gets better, Nigerian men even get better, they are Christian, they are God-fearing, Yoruba men are faithful, they become the most faithful in the world. What then?
What then for who now?
What then?
For who now?
That you could
What then for who?
What then for the slander committee now? You know that there are some people that don't want to admit it, but a lot of women are attracted to that thing about Nigerian men. Like that whole problematic thing. It's like spice for someone.
I don't think it's
Rubbish. That's a lie.
I would
That's
say
you know what
trauma.
I'm saying?
yeah, it's not the problematic thing. It's the macho masculinity thing.
My brother,
Which one
Which a
now?
lot of
all
women
joint.
are
My brother, I've
very
seen
attracted to.
intelligent women, actual intelligent women, women that have sat down, had conversation. I know that they are smart. They are bosses in their careers. And they will go. You are laughing because you are laughing because you know one or two examples.
And they'll go what?
And they will go be with a obvious demon that will give them problems for the rest of their lives,
So are you
both
saying that-
spiritual and physical.
Are you saying that people intentionally choose bad people?
I am
I
telling
don't
you
agree.
that, and I know sometimes I know why
It's
too.
Stockholm syndrome.
No. There's Stockholm syndrome involved. There's trauma involved. There's different
Is that
things
trauma
involved.
bonding?
No. See,
Trauma
Like
bonding.
children from abused homes,
You will see abusive.
abandonment. They
most
have abandonment
times will
issues.
end up marrying an abusive partner.
Yes, not most times, but a good number of times.
It depends on the attachments. People have weird
Different attachment styles. Yeah.
But some
And it's usually trauma bonding. I promise you, when those people go to therapy and realize the toxic space or the toxic unit, they cut off from it.
But
they're
don't
doing it
think
most
that
of the-
there are other people's therapists. How about that? Yeah.
Cash your
How
side.
about that?
Cash your side. Literally.
Yeah, other people's therapists. When you need Holy Spirit.
A deliverance.
Some people's therapy is only Holy Spirit that will do it. There's no
Holy Spirit, anointing oil,
There's no-
special water from the beach,
Yeah.
broom.
The beach care.
No, they used to pray now.
No.
Point on you.
You don't. It's not beach that
You
you
need
need
to
to
do
from.
it.
You need to put inside bucket and put inside outside for 3 days
Yeah.
and read plenty psalm.
I was pouring the water on you like this.
While of you wear,
Yeah.
bro. What were we talking about? So like, let's be honest. The reasons why a lot of women are single is because of that type of rubbish.
300 men theory. Remember Ugo's
Ugo.
300 men
Shout out
theory?
to Ugo.
Shout
What's
out to
that?
Ugo, our nigga in
Ugo
the
now.
UK.
Yeah. What did he say? What did he
about to
say? I
get
know.
married.
What did he say?
We're really growing up. Ugo said that he has a theory about women.
Yeah.
He used Lagos as an
Yeah.
example that. Think of the millions of men in Lagos.
Yeah.
Millions. There are only 300 well, decent, reasonable men. and that's what the rest of the Lagos women have to pick from.
Yeah.
And that's sad.
That's sad,
it's
but
good
you know
for
what
men.
it is?
It's good for
You know
men.
what it is again? The price. The price.
Stop deceiving yourself. And the funny thing that a lot of women are actually not even bothered about picking men anymore.
A lot of women are settling.
Not even settling. They are not. They are not interested
It's not like they are not interested
in men anymore.
They can't find.
They are finding solace and calm with women.
They can't find.
So are you saying that the ones that are dating women now are only dating women because they can't find men?
Can't find.
So they are
like,
moving. Wait. So the women that are finding peace and love and calmness in a woman, they're doing it because they can't find men.
You know that the three of us here know like real life toxic lesbian couples. Very toxic.
Yes,
before
now,
you,
but
before you go with this peace, before you go too far, this peace mass transit.
Olova. Olova.
Your pause right there. Pause right there. Before you go very, very far.
Olova. Marriage, you know.
With this your LGBT screw agenda.
Is it my own is crook? Not for cute.
What is the agenda?
Anyways, guys.
The truth is that people are people. Straight to lesbian or gay.
People
or
are toxic.
whatever. People are toxic. It's a people thing.
Yeah.
The reality
People
of
are
things
toxic,
is
I can't
where I
lie.
was even going is a lot of people. A babe tweeted. I think it was an American babe like this week that you are crying on Twitter every day that you are single, but you are not changing your way of life. You are sitting in the house. You are not going out. You are not doing this. You are not doing that. Like let's be honest with ourselves. If you are slandering men every day on social media, the chances of you finding a man that really wants to settle down is very low.
Plus, you even come with.
It's
like,
very low.
You've come with.
You
like,
need to. People need to change their. Do you understand?
You've come with like 10 fences built.
Do you understand?
Like the man comes say, oh, he's disrespect. Bam. Like any small thing will look like a red flag,
bro.
To who now?
To the woman.
To the
That's how
woman.
you build up. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's how you like really digest your men slander and hatred. It unconsciously becomes like a system.
Or it's just called boundaries.
I know the word. Wait, I know.
There is boundaries. No, don't say boundaries. There are red flags, true red flags that you see a man exhibit and you just know, yeah.
I'm saying that the woman has drawn boundaries
and
for
there are-
herself.
and there are-
the boundaries
and there are,
counterproductive. now.
and to be honest, the type of men, if you are slandering men all the time, that are going to attract, are going to be the men that fits that. Do you know why? Because most of the men that are going to come to you are going to be men that are curious about who you are.
Some people, the men they want is the men they slander online. Some people, the men they are with are the men they are slandering online.
Yeah.
I have seen. We have
This is
seen it
real
now.
life.
We are guys. We know people in real life. Like I'm seeing you tweet, men that stay
But I know
away.
your man.
You are literally on his
Living
bed tweeting from such. The man you are describing that people should stay away from, you are on the same bed with him. Why this? Why this?
Anyway, Sha, my piece in all of
you
this
people
is
should
that
stop crying that
if
you
you guys
you people
want to
should
hold
stop
on to
crying.
the
Wait,
narrative
no.
that women are, blah blah blah, I don't think that
I'm
narrative
not
that
holding to any narrative.
I don't think that narrative that women who are leaving men today, women are doing it because of their scarcity of men.
No.
I think it's just
No. Wait, let me reiterate.
said that.
Yes, most of them.
No.
A lot of them that see, a lot of women that have not that are not experienced lesbianism before, and most of these women that we're talking about, because we're all 30 plus,
Yeah.
we are seeing them. They go I don't blame them because life gets hard.
Yeah.
You need a companion. You look at how we're all tired before we started recording this podcast. You want to go home to someone and run to somebody. You want to put your head on titties. You want someone to rub your brain. All those things get necessary the more you age. I don't blame them. But what I'm saying is, a lot of them actually wanted to be with men. Now, what they are settling for their lesbian. I'm not saying all of
being
them.
with a woman
A
is
lot of
necessary.
The
them.
truth is that these relationships are very much even
Based on necessity.
straight relationships.
Yeah.
No, some of them they really believe that okay, this is who I am. I am a lesbian.
Yeah.
Or they discover their lesbianism.
I've
Some women
I've
are
seen
even
people
discovering their
that-
lesbianism late.
I've seen
not
people
like-
Fair
that
enough.
I've seen.
They
people
didn't know they
that-
were lesbians
Yeah,
before.
some
Wait,
people
like I've seen people that this whole LGBTQ now money making thing for them. Now why then they there?
Facts.
I have seen it.
Well,
It's not well.
Facts.
I have seen it.
Facts.
I have
In this industry.
in this industry, in this Lagos.
Laborers.
Position. You know.
What do you do? Like
Yeah, but there are some organizations in this Lagos that are very.
What is it
Like it's not enough that you're an ally, you're alliance, like you're Kai. Like but man, no matter what you are, no matter what you do, Sha, be careful. Don't be a victim of people, Sha. Don't be a victim of people's trauma.
I just
Let them not just traumatize you unnecessarily.
I just feel like, but to be honest, anytime I see the women that, like, I literally know a woman that has said that if she doesn't find a partner by in the next 2 years, that she's going to start exploring men and women.
You know the truth. You know the truth. What I've even learned from like dating is that there are a lot of more than with like most adults, maybe 70 or 80% are not emotionally balanced.
Facts.
Like most.
Emotionally,
And
mentally.
then we are now in the age of unaccountability. The social media era, the internet, the wokeness era, it comes with a lot of unaccountability. It comes with a lot of blaming. So we are quick to say, hey,
I blame you.
you are toxic, you are this, you are that. Nobody wants to really do like self-reflection. We are quick to just, that's why like any small thing in a relationship, like for example, oh, I'm so glad I just remembered this. BB Rexa. Did you guys see that thing?
I saw that post.
BB Rexa came, can you find it?
Of course I have it on my
Please, BB Rexa came online to share with us a screenshot
let me see let me read out what she
of
said.
a message her.
That was so sad.
So her boyfriend sent her something.
Yeah.
He wrote, "Hey, I never said you weren't beautiful, and I never said I didn't love you. In fact, I said how."
Before you go ahead, I'm going to taint the mind of the listeners. Shout out to this man.
In fact, I said how beautiful you are and how much I loved you, but I always said I'll be honest with you, and your face was changing, so I told you it was. That was the conversation we were having when you asked. That was the conversation we were having and you asked. Before I care, because I care, would you rather I lie to you? You gained 35 pounds, obviously, you gained weight and your face changes. Should I just pretend it didn't happen and that it is okay? Come on, I gained 3 pounds and you call me chubs and you call me fat. Doesn't mean you don't love me. If you're trying to find reasons to break up, this makes sense, but it's not the real reason. If you're unhappy with me, with yourself, with life, and you don't see a future with us, then that's okay and that's the reason.
That guy's in pain.
Don't use something like that to weaponize your anger or anxiety or any insecurity you may have. You know I always found you to be beautiful and I loved you no matter what. I think it's important for you to think about things and write things down. Speak to a therapist and do this retreat thing to get to the root of the problem. Let me know if you'd like to speak, if you need more clarity. Love you. Then they posted it and said singer BB Rexa publicly dumps her boyfriend and shared text messages of him letting her know she's gained too much weight after she asked.
Why do you think she shared the screenshot, Melody? Let me start with you. Melody, why do you think she shared the screenshot?
Because she was looking for people to support her and applaud her and say that the man is a douchebag. True. And said like, wow, go.
Why is that?
Because sometimes these things happen.
No.
Come on, you can do better than that. You are failed. You are failed.
Wait, because of Kiki Palmer.
You are a failure. Can you answer the question?
God no, but just not make me a failure.
The reality of life is history is filled with. One of the biggest narratives that we have now is take me as I am. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Take me as I am.
I identify as
this tool. Don't put your legs on me, just. Do you understand? This take me as I am thing is so
childish.
Yeah, it's so childish. And it's something that a lot of them will not accept.
It's not even childish.
Now wait. Like women complain in relationships. The same women that say men unlearn patriarchy communicates better. Take me as I am.
Agenda. You guys, agenda will kill you.
But that's the truth.
Agenda will kill you. What do you mean by women say take me as I am? Women put in so much work into being better. What do you mean by take me as I am? What are you saying? It's not women that are teaching men accountability.
Yeah?
Yes.
Women and accountability don't go together.
My friends
don't go together.
My friends.
Melody, the fact that you are here.
Why are we your friends all of a sudden? What's going on?
You are not being accountable now.
My friends. I made a mistake. That's not what I was trying to say. I said calm down. Let me
women accountable.
No, women are not the ones teaching men. Sorry, I take that back. Women are the ones teaching men how to communicate, not me.
Yeah, communicate.
The audacity
Communicate.
to say that.
Communicate, I agree.
I really regret that. More mine.
I saw that text, that screenshot, and I was like, this is such a shame because clearly that's a guy that really loves her.
Hey,
Clearly.
a communicator.
That boy.
Where do you find a man that can communicate?
Clearly.
Proudly.
And in the internet, knocked a baby breaks
Bro.
out the
Like she deserves. Like, what are you saying?
But she shared that because of what the norm. The norm
yeah, because
supports
she
her.
expected people to support her.
Yeah.
But let's not also forget that in this conversation with this guy, he was a fantastic communicator that showed his girlfriend how he loved
Which a
her.
lot of men
But
are
this is
not.
not the reality of a lot of chubby women.
I agree.
May I ask?
This is not the reality of a lot of fat women. A lot of times, the men they are with shame them for adding weight, body shame them for adding weight or just being fat. So let's not say this is a baby rector thing. Generally,
let me give you a perspective.
plus size women
I
or
think
fat
that
women
if
or women who are
you a fat woman, there are two ways.
Wait.
Because this conversation is very there. If you like
Met her.
you met her fat, you met her big,
Yeah.
and start
Don't try to
shaming
change
her.
her,
My
yeah.
brother, are you the devil? Like,
Yeah.
are you psychotic?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's going on?
But there's a way you liked your partner before. I had this conversation some weeks ago. Like, there's a way you liked your partner before.
you made them a type of way.
You made them a type of way.
And that's different. And
Right?
different things also happen with women. If you're an adult man, you should know pregnancy happens.
I
Like,
agree.
weight
But
changes
Excel,
happen.
I agree. In that situation, right? And what a woman told me in that situation was, what is the man doing to support her? Like, if she had a baby and now she can't lose the weight, what's the man doing to support her? Oh no, I don't disagree.
No, you just made me remember a character what's this OG HBO TV series about a mafia family? OG,
The Wire,
not The Wire.
Sopranos.
The Sopranos. There was a character in Sopranos whose wife had become very fat, and everybody else like mocks her, but he doesn't. He still loves her. He's not bothered about it. He sees her trying to lose weight. He sees her trying to exercise. He's always buying like, and then one day he finds her secret chocolate stash.
Was he mad?
He was so annoyed. He was so annoyed.
So I feel like
And also, body weight is sensitive.
no, I know, I agree. But the reality of the situation is, if you didn't meet her that way,
Yes.
there's a way you have a type, right?
Just find a side chick like that. Jokes, clearly, jokes, people, jokes.
Like you met her a certain way. Like
Jokes.
everybody has a duty in a relationship, and this was my counter to the conversation. Everybody has a duty in a relationship.
Yeah, you have your role.
Everybody has a role to play.
Yep.
Like if the man's role is like you can. The problem is, I said, if you can lose the weight. For example, I know someone. I don't want to reveal the address of the person. I know someone that has PCOS. PCOS. She was gaining a lot of weight.
Wow.
Bro, a lot of weight, because that's one of the side effects.
Yeah.
But bro, she lost the weight, so she went from like an 85 kg to like a 40 kg.
Mad.
How?
Yes, within like 8 months.
Mad.
So like
That's
year.
a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
Mad.
And this person is my sister. Facts.
Mad.
Facts. This person is my sister. You understand? Like, so if you are saying you can do it to get back, you are just not doing it. Like, you can afford to do it, and your partner, maybe let's say he has bought you gym membership, he's got you a nanny, maybe if it's a grandmother is not in the picture to take care of the baby, for you to have time in the morning and the night to go do your gym work. But you don't want to do it.
Have you thought
when your partner is not as sexually attracted to you anymore, you're feeling the type of way.
Can I respond to that now?
Yes, please.
Wait, how would you feel if the man who is the person that's paying bills in the house, and you guys agreed that before you get into the relationship, that you are paying 70% of the bill, he has the money and he's saying, me too, I don't want to pay the bill anymore? How would you feel?
Okay, you guys agreed prior to
But that's because everybody has a role to play.
I hear you, Tonani, when you say that. Now let me respond to that.
Especially like if you're a trophy wife. I'll be the trophy.
Bro.
Let the trophy not melt.
Let me respond to what Tolani said, right? In that conversation, I hear you when you say, "Oh, you met someone, and you met your wife looking a type of way. She's a size 8, she has this and she has that. Then she goes from that to a certain size that that is not what you met her as."
Let me not lie, Melody.
And I've not finished my line.
Sorry. To just add to that, there are some times that your wife adds weight, and it's just go ahead.
Kiki Palmer.
She didn't even have that one. Did she have weight?
She had
Baby
it,
weight.
she had baby
She
weight.
did. Anyways,
And it's
respond
very
to
good.
that,
It
and
looks so
somebody,
good
and you
on
have a partner who is supportive, trying to get you to lose weight, and someone is like, oh, he has bought this, he has bought that. Why are you not losing weight? Have you guys forgotten the mental part of it?
Of what?
Of adding that weight,
Yeah,
of
get
whatever
your
it is that you're going through. Maybe like PCOS. Maybe you just gave birth to a child. You might not have the will to do it mentally. Like, do you guys forget the mental thing that happens to you? It's not just about the physical strength. If you're not mentally capable of doing something, you can't physically do it.
110% correct. I just hope that this is remembered when it happens in a situation like a man loses his job and can no longer.
Will you die if you don't bring agenda in?
No, it's not agenda. It's
No, but
real
it's
life.
a fact. It's
But it's real life.
responsibility now.
It's real life. It's back
It's
to what Olani said.
responsibility.
It's responsibility.
Everybody has a role to play.
And guess what? You're not
Melody.
even wrong.
Is she going to leave because you don't have a job?
You're,
Why is
eh?
Well, I see it.
Eh?
Like fuel is like 600 and something now.
Eh?
So I hear. But truthfully, jokes aside, I hear you guys when you say those things.
I'm
But
sure
there's a
now
lot
the
of
economy is tough for some people. Sugar daddies, they are looking for new one, and sugar mommies too.
wait. I don't understand. You have a sugar daddy, and now he can't afford to give you the things he used to. Maybe he has reduced your
Yes,
money.
he's
So wouldn't you
responsible.
stay with him through thick?
He's failing in. Are you married to him? He's failing in his
Wouldn't you stay with him like in solidarity and say, you know what, let's go on 30 days fasting and prayer. Like I'm gonna pray for you.
You have a sugar daddy and you're also doing fasting and prayer.
Bro!
What? Some of you are confusing the angels. Like, what's going on? Your angel is like, God, how do we, what do we do here?
did we
There's no
get
manual for
here?
this. There's no manual for this, God.
It's like when someone said on Twitter that I don't understand how you will wake up on a Sunday morning in your boyfriend's house. People just finish having sex, and from there you go to church. What are you doing?
I know
Like,
somebody that has had sex with his girlfriend to Dom Wen.
he played.
Yes.
To be honest, that's
Yes.
fine.
How?
Dom
Are you
Wen.
okay? Is he married?
He's not
Girlfriend.
married.
He was committing sin listening to.
Fornication.
But Melody, do you,
With just
Why
imagine
did he
say,
play- why did he
just
play-
imagine say the song now like God will make a way. Where there seems to
The kind of song that you should be having sex.
be
Alagbada ino. Eru jeje. Eru jeje. Eru jeje.
Melody, no, Papa, no, you guys,
Say-
no,
you're not-
I disagree.
You're not sweating. You're saying,
No way.
Oh,
Nah. But wait. What do Christian couples have sex to? Because I remember that TD Jakes, there was a time TD Jakes put out a whole R&B love/sex project for Christian couples. He did. TD Jakes and the Potter's Choir.
Did they eat it up?
It did well. The project did well.
Well, Songs of Solomon is there for a
I
reason.
think the reality. I think
No, because I'm asking because like I'm thinking of what you just said. Are
Guys.
Christian, like all those core Christian couples, are they having sex to Nathaniel Bassey or do
I think so.
Maybe R&B.
just breathe your way? No, my God, nah. Like it's just
I just want to worship Master Jesus. Let somebody say hallelujah.
I don't think I have a theory. If sex, so let me go there. I think sex is as much of a physical act as it's spiritual. I agree.
Yes, I agree.
100%.
100.
But I do feel, I've said it several times, that the Bible was written. If the Bible was written, it would be entirely different.
If the Bible was written,
Now, I
By
agree. I think
Americans.
so now.
By
I think so.
Americans, it would be entirely different.
Even
Like,
generally now.
the
sir.
reality of life. I feel, even though I agree that the Bible was written with divine inspiration,
Yes.
it was written by human beings
Of
Yeah.
course.
who had biases.
Of
That's-
course.
that's
right?
one. Two.
I agree.
There are a lot of
Cultures,
things that-
customs.
There are a lot of
All
things
the
that are
time.
lost
That are
in
not
the
applicable
translation.
now.
No,
No,
there
no,
are things.
no,
There are a lot of
no,
things
no,
that are
no,
lost
no,
in
no.
the translation of the Bible.
Yeah.
Yes, and there are even
You
some things that
understand?
are like culture that, like you mentioned,
Culture,
that were
customs,
applicable
right?
back then, not
Where
applicable now.
like, for example, if the culture of that time was women were to be treated as trophy wives,
Yeah.
women were to be treated as like their morality was meant to be placed on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Virginity must be kept.
Dressing, all of those
because
things.
no man has touched you because
Yeah.
you are now
You must be
prized.
chaste.
Okay.
Guys, we're about to go on a break. As we've said earlier, do not forget the full audio and video comes out on Monday. See you soon.
If like morality, everything is placed on a pedestal, all of these things, right? And they say you can't be broken into because now it feels like you have been touched before. Your husband can't enjoy you as much anymore.
Yeah.
That's going to find you. If the person that's writing the Bible is from that and he believes that reality,
Yeah.
there is no way the person will not believe that God created that. You understand? Because we have seen religions that have been based off of the back of customs.
Yeah.
Do Do you
Yeah.
understand? I think there's a lot of things that are in the Bible that come from customs of that time.
I agree.
100.
100%.
And I think sex
I
might be one of those
agree.
things.
Motola,
I really do.
And
think
You're
just
not
fuck
wrong.
your fucking peace. Don't do
You're
that.
not wrong. Let me not even take it.
So anyone else wants to make an excuse for fucking.
No,
That's not what he's
no.
doing. That's by I hear you 100%. I think that this thing you have just said was maybe the most important reason Jesus had to come. So Jesus coming came to break tradition. and
I agree.
customs.
I agree.
It was the
I agree.
signal
I agree.
to maybe, for lack of a better phrase, stop religion and become spiritual.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Jesus broke, like, the rules Jesus was breaking. If you read the Bible well, Jesus was breaking rules back to back.
Yeah.
Jesus, before you had Samaritans had a particular mountain they believed was their own.
Yeah.
The Jews had their own.
Yeah.
Jesus went to Samaria, sat with a woman that was known to be very promiscuous.
Yes. Watch that.
Very promiscuous.
Watch that
It's like
face.
Jesus coming now and being with Melody. Joking. Jokes.
That's it.
But it's
No,
cool.
you're not promiscuous.
No,
It's
Melody is
fine.
very
It's
conservative. But her dressing doesn't say it, but her lifestyle is
But a
conservative.
lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, some people think you're wild. They don't know that.
Wild, wild, wild.
This one now.
When I'm with
Get
you,
inside for Ali Mosho. They lock and key, 2 padlocks.
Waka.
So, the answer, and Jesus used that woman to first evangelize that whole town. Look at who he used,
Yeah.
right? In the family tree of Jesus, there's a prostitute,
Yeah.
Rahab, that helped the Israelites win Jericho. That woman lived. That woman survived that whole Jericho experience, and is in the family tree of Jesus. A prostitute. You see, like, there are certain things we will do now that will not that Christians do, and they can be very over religious, and there's no spirituality in it. Like, like when Deeper Life people were saying they won't watch TV,
Yeah.
but they won't.
Exactly. That's an
Understand?
excess, man.
Yeah,
It doesn't mean it's
is.
right.
Just like, what's
There's
that?
a pastor I like called Bill Johnson in US. He said that there's a scripture that says the rain falleth on the just and the unjust, and it was like God gives ideas to Christians. God gives ideas to everybody, but some ideas he believes that God specifically did not allow Christians have it.
It's
not-
like communal.
That what you just said is what Jesus said
came to do.
that particular woman.
Yeah.
That it's no longer about this mountain. This mountain is like, who will worship me in spirit and in truth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Finish. That's why relationships with God are very
It's
personal.
very personal.
You can't even be asking
When
people
people
why
now
or whatever.
form their relationship with God through like their particular church, their particular pastor,
It's
that's where they
flawed.
begin to get set up for rubbish.
Different type
Yeah.
of things, yes.
That's where they begin. You see, like a man that is 60, 70-year-old, and there's a pastor, maybe the pastor or the head pastor that actually is 30-year-old,
And it's
and he be
prostrating
greeting him
for
daddy.
the
The pastor too go collect the greeting.
Yeah.
It's my brother. That's madness to me. I'm sorry.
And you not even say daddy back.
That's madness to
Like,
me.
it's a difference if the man is calling you daddy out of respect.
Do you understand?
Ladies, you not say daddy yo.
And
Daddy, yo,
another
make
thing
me
is that
dance.
sometimes I'm always afraid of pastor for them, not even of them, for them. There is, my brother, human psychology is what it is, just natural. You get as people go hail you, where you self go really believe you are the guy.
Bro, they begin to move like
And
Brymo.
you don't know. Yes. Yes.
They begin to move like Brymo because as a pastor, what are you doing with all of that? What are you doing with all that security men? Why are people clearing the road for you? Are we going to a concert?
No, pastors actually move like
What is
especially in
this?
Lagos.
It's false.
To be working with 20 security men and now be pushing people on the road. Leave. The pastor is coming. What is going on?
Listen,
It's not even false prophet,
There
though.
is a psychology to religion.
They begin to
I don't
believe
know how
they
to
are the
explain that
star.
thing, but people fall for it.
It remains to go they play
Pastors have
for
seen. You see
festival.
that thing that you're complaining about? People like them.
People
fall for that thing. You see pastors,
they canonize themselves.
Yes.
In the eyes of the
Pastors
people.
who are going to find steez. What are you doing with steez?
Pastor gets teaser if you like.
What are you doing?
They canonize themselves.
It remain make Burna Boy they carry them go festival because what's going on?
It's also a societal thing. People need miracles in this society, especially. And when your pastor starts praying prosperity prayers for you,
Bro,
you
and
understand?
that is another thing I'm very bothered about. Churches that just focus only on prosperity.
to be honest, that's what people want to listen to.
Yeah.
And
I think it's weird. I think it's very, very, very weird.
It's
Why are
very
you
weird.
moving like that?
See,
Jesus also cancelled. I believe that's even why Jesus was arrested. He also spoke against tax.
yes.
When you
See,
now ask them, the doctor that when Jesus Christ was around, he rode on the on the most beautiful horse. But they say you
Rode on a donkey.
They do that. You know what it's for you to ride on a donkey? That means that if Jesus were here now, he'll be driving a limo. Tell yourself whatever you want to believe that makes you sleep well at night.
No,
that's what they'll be saying. Yes,
there was significance to it, and even that was rebellious. Yeah. Israel then had a king.
Yeah.
Do you understand? That was it. That was rebellion. That was almost treason.
Science students.
No, I'm saying that they even use that as an excuse to live their lifestyle.
Even
that thing had a significance.
Melody, devil quotes Bible for Jesus,
bro,
in the wilderness.
I don't know.
Jesus did that, and people were proclaiming him a king. It's not like Israel didn't have a king then.
Yeah,
there was an actual king.
Yeah,
so that could even have qualified. Like Jesus was rebellious beginning to end. I was watching one rabbi on YouTube, and the guy was talking about how the miracle of water to wine was being Jesus' first miracle was very significant.
Yeah,
and he was explaining that, but it's lost in Bible translation in English. But that miracle, the way it happened was the water pots. Then it was a Pharisee's wedding, so those water pots are only used to serve water. Nothing else is poured into them but water. It was a Pharisaic custom. So even when Jesus knew he was going to do it, he didn't even tell the son. He told them, if you read the verse, he told them, pour water in it. Just go and serve the water. But when he reached there, it was wine that was coming out like that thing. So that thing was a huge taboo for wine to come out of a water pot. The guy was like, that was the first sign. So he said in English translations of the Bible, it's written that that's like the first miracle or the first sign. That in the original text, what the language means, that was the first judgment that Jesus was passing, that listen, custom or traditions we have come to scatter this.
You see, let all the drunkards come forward.
Now we've gone back to resetting customs and traditions for relationship with God, and it's so sad. It's part
very
of why,
sad.
It's part of why, like, there are a lot of people. I genuinely believe that there are a lot of people that genuinely seek God.
Yep.
Want to find God in a certain way,
yep,
but can't with the modern day structure.
It's tiring.
In fact, that from Gen Z and below, for Gen Z and the generations coming after them, churches have to adjust.
Yep, they have to. And
but those ones too, their own is too much, because they are also, if Christianity had an extreme, they are also taking agnosticism
they are the product of. Do you understand? Yeah. The one extreme
needs another extreme.
So
but let's not
we created that.
But let's not also get carried away in the conversation of where we're saying things like, going forward, Christians also, like, churches also have to.
How do we get into this church?
I don't know.
Churches also.
That's a good pocket.
Churches have to be very intentional about joining, like, the Gen Zs and all of that. Like,
churches don't have to be intentional about joining Gen Zs in, because that's where the problem is.
I was about to say that now.
Churches are going to start
crossing the lines. A lot of I was about to say that, and let's not get that.
Let's see. As much as churches need to be inclusive,
they need to maintain this. Yes, crossing that has nothing to do with churches. I agree, because now I feel like you're now tilting and changing what church is supposed to be in order to get crowd. That's not what this is about.
Exactly.
That's not what this is about.
To be honest, I genuinely believe the church system as a whole will have to change in some, if it's really going to be effective in the world. Like, effective in the world is not.
Change? What do you mean?
I mean that, for example,
the way church is done.
For example, the Paul and Silas, the New Testament guys, what they will do is they will go somewhere, they will set up a church. This church is set up. They've traveled to another place. They've gone to set up. They've traveled to another place. They've gone to move. What we turn that into is, this pastor goes here, set up his church, now opens a branch of his church. So everything flows back to one.
Bro!
It flows back to one.
It now looks like Eki and Sons.
The everlasting words of Kanye West, no one man should have all that power.
It now looks like a conglomerate. David and Sons Enterprise. Why?
Do you understand? Like, that's why you see some crazy situations happen. And again, imagine, like, we know already, we've discussed that a lot of adults are not emotionally balanced, plus power of religion.
And people just want to belong to something.
It's a dangerous
and people
cocktail.
Also just want to belong to something.
Identity.
No. Because there's an identity crisis in the world, right?
All over the world. There's an identity crisis all over the world.
People want to believe in something.
Yes.
They don't know what to believe in.
And I feel like people also want to be led.
Social media, gender politics, liberal politics, a lot of people are buying into one side or the other, because people need something to believe.
There's no middle ground.
Again, you were saying something about a sense of self thing. That's one of the problems that the world is facing.
I promise you, yes.
Combine all those,
it's chaotic. It's a it feels like a goosey soup.
What's Melody? I asked you to put something in the group, my guy. You no put down for this.
Yes, you talked about Davido.
What did he do?
I don't know what he put on the group.
No, before we started. Man.
But what did Davido do?
He didn't do anything. I think we're going to talk about Timeless album.
No.
So what did he put on the group?
I can't remember that. I'm a piano.
Oh,
Sorry.
they called Nigerians.
No, speaking of mental health, let's talk about Dele Ali.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
We missed it last week.
Yeah, we did.
Dele Ali had an interview with
Gary Neville.
With Gary Neville. And no, I don't respect Gary Neville. That's why I just paused like that. And he's also a Man U fan. He can shag off.
You can shag off.
And in the interview, he was talking about basically the mental health 9 yards.
Yeah.
About how he wasn't doing well in football, and that started affecting his mental health, or the mental health started affecting the football. One of these two.
And then he went back into like his life.
They went into his upbringing. His father wasn't there.
He said his father was.
He said his father wasn't there, and
that they took him back to Nigeria, and that they were living. I think they said they were living in poverty, something, and then they started dealing drugs at 12. All of those things.
And people were like, what?
Even before I saw the debunking of the story, I called Steve. I can call Steve again on this one. I'm like, but what do you think about this? Like, I wanted to know that I wasn't going crazy.
yeah,
Because it's like, what?
No. You're even not getting the angle. Let me give you context. Dele Ali was a prodigy at like a championship or League One club, right? And he started playing for that club, and all of a sudden, all the clubs wanted him. As a matter of fact, he should have signed for Liverpool, not Spurs. Gerrard was his idol. And
mad.
Yeah, and the day they brought him to Anfield, Gerrard was sleeping.
Gerrard
Was sleeping, so he couldn't meet Gerrard.
mad.
There's a rumor that that's the reason why he didn't sign for Liverpool. So Dele Ali went to Spurs, and it becomes like this,
Sensation.
Yep.
like was scoring. He was winning
was the
awards,
guy.
scoring 22
He was the
goals. Like
guy.
he was the guy at like 21, 22, 23. He was the guy. You understand? I don't know if you saw him when he was meant to start entering his peak. 24, 25. He's just 27 now, by the way.
Yeah.
24, 25, 26.
Go on.
24, 25, 26. He started going down. You understand? His career started going down. And this was why I called Steve. Like right now, the guy went from Spurs that he was at, he went to Everton, like a relegation threatened club. He couldn't get a shirt. They loaned him to Turkey. He's not been successful in Turkey. I think he's about to be clubless now, actually. So what I said to Steve was, and we agreed on this, I don't doubt that he has mental health issues, because it's not normal for a guy to be finished at 24. It's not no, it's not normal. Like even the ones that played a lot of football in their teens, like a lot of footballers that play a lot of football in their teens, that don't have the last long, that don't have a career that lasts long. They get to about 28, 29 before they start experiencing the decline. Dele was done by 24, so I don't.
Why
doubt,
was he done? What happened?
That's part of what he was saying.
Okay.
I don't doubt that he had mental health issues. I don't doubt that he had struggles. I don't doubt that he struggled with fame.
Yeah.
Right? I don't doubt all those things. But I think the timing is very convenient.
This interview, right?
Yeah. Because now he's trying to get a club.
He's a free agent. Is he a free agent?
I'm not particularly sure he's a free agent, but he needs a club to play for right now. He needs someone to have faith. Do you understand? It's like some weeks ago, some months prior to that interview, there was a photo of him doing balloons, allegedly. So his reputation has been taking a hit.
Yeah. So this is like,
it's a cry for help. It's a Hail Mary.
and we already know that mental health is a good rollout.
Do you understand? And to be honest, I generally thought that was what it was. I don't doubt that he has mental health problems. I think he does. But you could have told all the story of all the struggles that you went through when you were popping.
Yeah, but also like people now also use, like, two things happen consistently. People legit have mental health issues.
Yeah.
People don't also.
They weaponize it.
Aside from that, also like the places where you're
Sub-story.
supposed to take responsibility for
They
your
use
life.
it to avoid
Use it to avoid
accountability.
accountability.
Yeah.
Use it to avoid accountability.
So it's like a continuous conversation
and
of
we
this
have
happened to me.
unintentionally made it seem like that is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That, oh, you have mental health issues, that's why you are failing. It's fine. You understand.
And I feel like that happens a lot on social media when someone is accused of something, as opposed to asking the person, why did you do this or why did you do that? People just go straight to say, did you check on his mental health? And I'm like, wait, there are a lot of people who are going through things. I feel like it's worrisome for people who are genuinely dealing with mental health issues.
I think you're conflicted.
Can I be done? A lot of people who are genuinely dealing with mental health issues that you're simplifying, or you're watering down what you're going through or what they have to deal with when you make it look like everybody that does something wrong is mentally ill.
I'm not saying you are talking rubbish, right? But you need to apply context, right?
I'm not saying rubbish, but you need to apply context.
Yeah,
Wow,
you need to apply context.
that means you're saying rubbish, but go on.
Okay. There are some behaviors that are not normal.
Yes.
Do you understand? Like some behaviors that are very, very extreme.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
They are not normal. A guy that goes around raping women, like not just you wanted to have sex, but Okomaki Omole and is raping them. That is not normal. Do you understand? Or look at that from Ferris situation. Someone that just go from 0 to 100. You went to go and attack a babe. I mean, we have not heard his side of the story like some people are saying, right? I mean,
side of what other side do you
no,
want?
no,
Like
it's
4,
fine.
5,
It's
6.
fine. It's
I hear
fine.
you, but they're
It's
like
fine.
4, 5 accounts saying the
It's
same
fine.
thing. Even your own sister has
It's
the
fine.
same
It's
experience of
fine.
you. So
like we have not heard the his side of the story when it comes to that babe.
Sorry, when we finish, we're going to go into Benjamin Mendy.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's like, but that behavior, that pattern of behavior, Melody, it is not normal.
Yeah.
That's a personality problem. Do you understand? Like, I think people need to understand that people have personality types. There are some people that have access to personality disorder. Access to personality disorder means they don't feel emotions like you and I do. Do you understand? Like, there are personality issues. Access to personality disorder is literally a situation where someone, like, maybe someone dies. The person might be there laughing because the person finds the way you people are crying funny.
Yeah.
That's literally a personality type. Like some people that have dual personality, where
They're not okay, shall.
like, and that's
Yeah,
what
we're
I'm telling
okay.
you.
I
So,
recently found out that this is me describing me. I recently found out that the people in this world that it is not easy. Like, it's very easy for me to disconnect from people and be fine. The people that I cannot disconnect from, they no reach 15.
same as me.
They're like 12 or 14.
Same as me.
If I'm to count them.
Same
Don't
as
worry,
me.
I included Melody.
Same as me.
I was about to ask.
I find it.
Am I there?
My own is I find
Am I there?
I find
You
people.
disconnect from me.
Fuck off. I find people. Like if I move away from a place, I don't have a problem with moving on totally.
I think that the thing that I know that I struggle with so much has to be with forgiveness. Okay.
Oh yeah. We know that one. I know that one since.
You people know.
From some of your arguments.
Wait, you guys are joking now.
No, from some of your arguments, you're always pro. Don't let go. You know, sometimes you
That's
need to,
a big lie.
Sometimes you need to do your own back. Are you joking?
So you guys know that. So you guys never even talked
No,
to
I
me.
didn't know, but now that I extend this project,
Yeah, you've always been
The-
pro.
Shut
I
up.
can't see the instances,
Do your
but
own
I
back.
can't say it's lying either because
Do your own back.
it's something that I'm capable of.
Well, yeah.
Anyway, so like there are
fuck
situations
you.
where those things are there, but sometimes a lot of men, let's not lie, a lot of men, because they have seen situations where women, liberal custodians of liberal politics have used mental health to get women out of situations. A lot of men now want to use it.
Tolani.
I'm not saying they are right. I'm just giving an example. Calm down. I'm just.
Yeah,
So
sprinkle.
they now want to. They now want to use
Benefit from it.
exactly wrongly in some situations.
I tell
yes.
you something, that this argument that Tolani just put forward now, that the reason men are now trying to use mental health, or some men are trying to
I'm
use
not justifying.
no,
it.
I'm not saying you are
telling the state
justifying.
of mind.
I hear you, right? I'm saying that this argument that Tolani has made, that men are using mental health excuse or reason to get out of bad situations. I don't think it has anything to do with women doing it first. I feel like that's just how men avoid accountability generally.
No, men, I don't think so. I think men are better at accountability.
I shouldn't have used that word, accountability.
Men are better at
that.
accountability.
I don't mean accountability. I mean whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Just evade responsibility.
I'm not sure men have better accountability. What I know men know how to do
Is to gaslight you.
Is to
Think that you are wrong. Yes, manipulate.
Experts at switching the situation.
Yes.
And with logic. You see, men.
It's not logic with lies.
No. Wait, relax. Both.
Excel. I think men are better at accountability.
Both.
Do you know why? I think men are better at detaching emotions from reason. I'm not saying
you're not wrong.
I'm not saying 100%.
You're not wrong.
I think men are better at that.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong, and that is why
they weaponize
it. Yes, now they can flip it on you, and you could just stay there.
And the woman is not.
But now they fuck up now. But the evidence. You know that in Bonner Boy say, you go explain, no everything.
It's manipulation. It's just manipulation. It's manipulation, and you need to check into therapy.
Yeah.
Like 70% of you only therapy.
Clearly. So I think. So anyway, family member. I think some people that knew his family not there.
Hey, came out with receipts.
Receipts that
pictures of his father. We were there. We were there.
I even read an old interview.
In
yes, rich.
Like he was rich when his father was
rich.
US as well. That he wasn't even in England when he said he was decided doing.
What did he think would happen?
So I even saw someone that reported that but someone
actually gave a counter that he might have gotten the dates wrong, but it's possible that those things happen. That he said he moved into a foster home, but he said he moved into a foster home because of his football.
Oh,
yeah. So like there was. I mean, I don't want to completely negate his arguments, but I saw the bullshit truth from the start.
There's
even an
history of your life according to you as a child,
and what happened.
What actually happened? Because sometimes sentiments, even certain memories are funny.
Yeah,
especially childhood memories.
Yeah, that you want to forget.
It's adults that were really there.
Yeah,
like I'm giving you the black and white.
It's happened with us before. Like how you romanticize your mother.
Yes,
you romanticize your mother.
Yeah.
Like in life, and then you get older, you start to see your father's perspective.
That only happens with men, but go on.
No, it happens.
With men.
Like you romanticize. It doesn't mean you love your
it's
mother.
The male children that begin to see their father's perspective because they begin to do the things their fathers used to do. It's not about male perspective.
There is an argument there, but also Tony is also right.
See,
like you guys are both right. It's possible that
some men grew up
into their fathers. Literally.
Yes, and be like, oh, now I see why they didn't make this work.
Men also grow up and finally have context in life.
But that also happens, Sha. Even as adults, we begin to have context in life. It's not about
really.
You just see certain scenarios and like, we are seeing it on Twitter now. We see people that used to say something.
Now that they're growing up, they're getting older.
The day I knew that we were growing up was that girl that woman that said, unless you're a terrorist, unless you're a terrorist bomb, like if somebody brings a story, she's not believing anything immediately. Unless you're like a terrorist, that they have video of you bombing.
But now it's like, okay, let's hear you.
Guys, did you see that stupid man? You people on Twitter are horrible people.
What happened?
What's that?
People started saying this guy was not dead. Izu. People wanted to change the story. Like Melody, see.
I saw that thing on Sunday and I stayed away from that conversation.
I
left Twitter because of it.
Me too, I left it, but I couldn't avoid it because it was staring me in the face everywhere I went. And what I want to say is,
Uzu's burial was live streamed. Do you remember that?
Just calm down.
And he had an open casket.
Calm down.
An open casket burial.
Calm down. People actually had to. His family had to produce his.
That's a lie. I never saw that open casket.
Uzu's burial was live streamed.
Was it open casket?
His casket was open.
I didn't see.
No. That's what people who watched it were tweeting that.
Because when I saw the video, I didn't see his open casket.
No, wait.
People who watched it.
That's all this.
That was not from. That's on the side.
That's even on the side. The lengths that Twitter feminists will go. This is a fact. Do you know all these things was created because a guy tweeted a thread some days prior? No, it actually came from Uchejumbo's.
What did she say?
Uchejumbo said all rapists should be punished. Like false rape accusations should be punished with imprisonment. A lot of women actually went on there.
Oh, false? Say false.
False rape accusation should be punished with imprisonment. Like,
okay.
False rape accusation.
And women go knock her.
And women were going there to attack her. First, that showed me that you people are still dumb. Do you know why? Because the argument was they were bringing out stats.
That it rarely happens, stuff like that.
No.
Not like it really happens. Like, what's the percentage of rape accusation to actual rape?
To courts and the ones that get.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why are you bringing that out to someone that said false rape accusation? Like those things are too. So are you saying?
What they're saying is simple.
So are you saying that
most false accusation is not false accusation? There's just not enough evidence to prove it.
No. That's actually not what they were bringing out. They were bringing out facts that a lot
this is
of
where
rape
we go to
accusations.
Benjamin Mendy. Go on.
What?
This is
No,
where we
no,
go to
definitely. A lot of false rape accusations. A lot of rape accusations don't make it to court because the British government likes taking rape accusations that can actually be won to court after like pre-trial. Do you understand? So I think about 20% eventually make it to court. Do you understand? Because of cases of insufficient evidence.
Yes.
And the reason
evidence.
is
that's what I
because
said.
rape cases are very difficult to
prove. That's what I said. Now. Yeah.
Sex, anything involving sex is very difficult.
Very difficult to prove. Yeah.
Because you are working it. You have to prove beyond all reasonable doubt
that you were
it's
raped.
very hard.
Yes.
Right? So, but the first thing that I saw there was, are you saying that because a lot of rape cases don't get to court, it is fine for false rape accusations to continue?
No.
But that's why. So why are you bringing out that?
Exactly what I just explained to you.
Subconscious bias.
No. The reason what they were trying to say in that conversation is that a lot of rape accusations are not rape accusations.
That's not what they were
Let
saying,
me
Melody.
explain.
I can read one to you.
Jesus
I can read one
Christ.
to you.
Let me explain. You just explained. What they're trying to say is that a lot of rape accusations are not accusations because most of the time they only fall under accusations because there's not enough proof there's not enough evidence to prove that it's rape. So people just term it as rape accusation, but those things actually did happen, but there's no evidence to prove.
The points you want to make is sometimes people get off rape accusations because of evidence issues.
Yes.
Witnesses refusing to come to court.
No. Like true rape cases end up as rape accusations. Because there's not enough evidence to prove that it is rape, then it falls to, you accuse somebody falsely. That most of them is not accusing falsely.
What I'm saying, like because of
lack of evidence. Yes, and it's difficult to prove. Yeah,
like, I agree with you.
Yeah,
right? Because it's beyond us reasonable doubt.
Yeah,
but the way people they were not bringing those things out. What they were bringing out was the fact that most rape cases don't get to court. Do you understand?
Because of lack of evidence, too.
Most rape cases don't get to court. So does that mean that false rape accusations should
continue?
Should not be a justification?
Should no.
Exactly.
No.
So that's the first flaw. So under that, there was a guy that commented that this was how
you guys started.
A boy is so a lot of feminists now started knocking that boy that it was sexual harassment.
It wasn't rape.
She wasn't raped. It was this
but it was actually sexual harassment.
What was the situation? What's the real story there? Was it sexual harassment?
I believe
I think it's sexual harassment. It was sexual harassment.
No,
she wasn't now.
She wasn't now.
She was just she only opened her DM and asked me. I think not opened her DM, but someone shared the story. It wasn't her story.
I remember that one. It wasn't her story. She shared on behalf of somebody.
Yeah, it was inappropriate sexual act or so.
Yeah.
Inappropriate sexual behavior. Yeah.
But apparently the girl also asked him out, and he said no.
The same girl.
Yeah, the girl asked him out. He said no. And it was after that the girl came to share some of the story. But the guy apologized. But what did you expect him to do? That's what people do on social media. Even when they don't know that, they don't feel like they have to blame. You have to apologize to just let it go.
And also, people are always talking about that he's shooting and saying he's rape, but he wasn't accused of rape.
But Melody, he committed suicide because the fact that his life was about to end. Nobody gave a fuck if it was sexual harassment or rape.
Yeah.
His reputation was never going to recover from it, and it was false, was it not? It was. So the point I'm trying to make here is a lot of people came up 2 days later because that issue thing went and I saw a lot of people countering the content.
Yeah.
About 2 or 3 days later, that was when this debunking of his death actually came out.
Some guy.
The result of that.
But this guy actually did search for him and he found out that another person was using his social security number now or something and saying that. So that's why he was saying that the family should also be aware that somebody is using social security.
Fuck that. Fuck him for that. I hope he will rot in hell for that shit. I hope he fucking rots in hell for that shit.
It was very traumatizing. Very traumatizing.
I hope a member of his family dies and someone brings that up for him. He's a fucking idiot. Because Excel, the way he brought it out was that people have been lying that he's dead.
Yeah, so
that was how he brought it out.
I think that the biggest.
Now you are trying to save face and say something else.
What really stood out for me from this story is the extreme lengths people go to prove that they are right on social media.
Do you understand?
Why is it so important for you to be right that you go so extreme, you re-traumatize a family?
Excel.
That's what literally
it was traumatizing.
You re-traumatize Isu's family.
Why? Because Excel,
why?
No.
It was very, very traumatizing. Very unnecessary.
Why?
Wash things because they were tired of. People were tired. You know that's the one situation where people had of against believer women. That's the one situation where people use validly against believer women or believe the first person that comes out to cry wolf to accuse somebody. That was one thing. And I think people, like all these liberal people hated it. They hated it. So they went to these lengths. Actually, you are right, to be honest. They went to these lengths to prove that, to just make sure that people don't use it against them anymore. Which is just some fucked up shit. You people are horrible people.
I actually think that people need to, like, I don't know. We need to find balance with these conversations, to be very honest. I think we need to find the balance with these conversations.
I hate all of them. And this is why I hate all of them.
Because
I don't think they are real people.
We need to find balance with these conversations. I think that we can have these conversations as pragmatically
some of the
as
things
we
they have
can.
done have been incredible, but I think a lot of them have really gone left and they need to bring themselves back.
That like Excel said, that entire Izu thing was very unnecessary.
It's very unnecessary.
They need to bring themselves back.
Why is it like? I feel like, see, please, you guys, people need to calm down online. Like,
that's social media class.
Sometimes, if you see an argument and you know you are right, like, you don't have to start going to extremes.
What do you even care if you are right?
I remember I saw one particular situation. A lady posted, so like, this is me giving an example. Peter Obi had his birthday recently, and apparently I don't know if it's true, but I heard that he posted that he doesn't want people to. He's not going to celebrate his birthday because Nigeria is in, political points. Nigeria is in disarray. Political points. Shout out to him. And then Obi fans online said, "Oh, they are going to celebrate for him." So some people went to like orphanages, some people did parties, whatever.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then one babe did. She was like in the supermarket. Her friend bought plenty coke, birthday cake that she was going to prison and orphanage. Whoa. One guy goes under the tweets and like, she be this one now. Does she have a father? Like, why is she doing this kind of embarrassing her family? Must be fatherless.
What's the connection?
Do you understand? Like, waiting they worry everybody. Waiting they worry people.
What does that mean?
Highest, like, you could say you are going to an extreme for Peter Obi now. Wow, like, bro,
I have a theory.
If you see the girls' response,
oh my god,
see the course.
Good.
She was like, for mentioning my father in a thing that had nothing to do with my father, nobody will call you father. Nothing more. Bro, like, courses of biblical proportions, epic Bible-like courses. Now the girl,
why?
And I was like, even this one too, na extreme. But I was like, waiting.
No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Every tongue that raised up is against me.
Why?
Bro, like, people need to calm down with the extremism.
Do you know why?
On Twitter, but you know the truth. I remember when I used to move mad on Twitter. I argued with one particular babe a particular day on Twitter, and the argument was so intense that I told her that even a dildo will reject you.
Excel.
You know why?
And I remembered all the women in my life.
They were calling you
me like,
how
my
would
nigga,
you say that?
What's up? But I remember that in that time in my life, I was unemployed, I was broke, I was depressed.
So that's when people say, well, that's when people call angry people unemployed.
Yes, it's true now.
Melody, you have things.
You have something you're doing. You have something you're doing. I think now I have time to go and be doing. But people they insult me for Twitter. I they look and they move on. People literally insult me in my mentions sometimes. I look at it.
Talking about Twitter.
Do you know what? Do you know the reality? Do you know how I think now? I know it might be problematic, but I look at people's tweets. I just block you because you shouldn't have the right to be talking to me like that.
You shouldn't even have the. You shouldn't have access to me. Like how dare you?
If you met me in real life, you would not have your mouth.
Maybe we have experienced it. How many times have I met people that insulted me?
You will not have the mouth to talk
come
to me
and greet me.
So I just block you.
Hey, people should stop acting. If you insult me on Twitter, don't come and greet me.
Do you understand?
Did you guys see that Diamond Platinum video?
What did you do?
He has a song that sounds
like
Spyro.
Yeah, but it's not today now. Diamond Platinum.
Someone actually did a thread.
But you
know one argument that
someone presented.
This guy he's presented the argument.
Let me read out that argument. So
I think it was fire, by the way.
In response to that,
by the way, he's also an episode of this.
Yeah, more or less we owe him.
We owe him an episode.
So in response to that, people dragging Diamond Platinum. So he tweeted, this Diamond Platinum agenda that is brewing will not work. Homeboy is far gone. Plus, remember some of your faves did the same thing but with Yankee songs.
Fact.
Then Basito responds, when the other guy does it with Yankee and Fela songs, it's genius. But when Diamond Platinum does it, it's stealing. Then he said, I love P Square Die, but they be my big bros, but they cash out with this.
Facts.
Except what do you have to say?
It's true.
Temptation.
It's
Temptation
true.
is a rip-off of a Mark existing song.
It's true.
It's a fact.
I kind of there's nothing to say. It's true.
It's actually a
It's
big
true.
fact.
I just feel like
Diamond Platinum.
Platinum Zone is a bit shameless.
No, I think my problem.
It's
is
very it's
I
like
think
a
my-
very obvious.
no.
His
it's
is
not-
very
it's not
obvious.
even the
My
obvious
brother,
part.
my guy, sometimes he goes and brings the producer.
Exactly.
He did it with Rexy now. That normally Rexy hit.
Sophie, it is Sophie.
went and
Babalao is out of this one.
Babala. Music journalism.
ChatGPT of music. ChatGPT of
And I was
Afrobeat.
but Diamond doesn't care.
But
he
but
literally doesn't
but
care.
but in the
My-
And it's working for him. So why?
but in the music
That
industry,
Babalao, have you seen the numbers of Babalao?
Yeah.
but in the music industry that takes, you know,
Right.
that takes right seriously. That
I think the
that
mom-
takes
I
dotting
think
the eyes and
moment-
crossing the
I think
T's seriously. All these kind of
moment
things won't be
someone's
happen.
using for sampling and
Yes, if they should sue him one time
Because,
and
bro,
he loses a lot of things,
wetin
he won't do it
Olivia-
again.
What's that girl's name? Sabrina, driver's license. Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah, Oliver.
Yeah.
Did where the
Where they-
where she
where
did
whole her life.
Paramount and Taylor Swift no reach this one. You understand?
I feel like we need to take those kind of things seriously so that people don't think it's
my
okay
problem
to
with
do
Diamond
that.
is my problem is Diamond is the consistency. I think he ran out. I think he's run out of ideas, and it's fine because if you've been at the top for up to 10 years, you are going to run out of ideas. It's fine, but there's a way you can do it.
But don't make it
do
this obvious.
Do it in a way that makes sense. Do you understand? Like tap inspiration.
If even the dance they don't.
all
And I'm
the
like-
all the greatest actors, all the greatest artists in the world have had episodes that they have tapped up other artists that are not up to them.
But not on
Look
that.
at
Not
it- look at it this way. Kanye West is one of the greatest, most influential artists of our generation. The first wave of Kanye West's career was influenced by Jay-Z.
yes.
The second wave of it was influenced by Kid Cudi. The third wave was Kid Cudi and Travis Scott. The fourth wave was Travis Scott. Like you can literally see all of it.
Yeah.
Like when Jay-Z also
Shout out
like,
to my queen
needed-
Beyonce for just being herself.
How many songs has she written by herself in the last 15 years?
Planny.
No, I'm not insulting her. I'm just telling you that brilliance needs to feed off of brilliance sometimes. Excel, drop your.
Just like you feed off me.
I'm gathering information
Oh,
for
okay.
this Benjamin Mendy conversation. No.
That was what caused the issue. Actually.
It shook me.
That was what caused the.
That
tweet.
Benjamin Mendy case shook me.
That was what caused the.
Because I have a theory that I always apply with like rape and sexual assault, and this Benjamin Mendy's case has questioned my theory. It has put a comma on my theory.
What's your theory?
Because if
theory
it
is-
happens to one
my
or
theory
two
is that
people
if multiple women, two or
come
three
out
women
against
accuse you,
yeah,
you
you are
guilty.
done it.
This is
Yes.
how
That's
it
me too.
yes,
my
now.
sister-
That's me too. I was shocked.
Listen to this.
Wait, I'm listening.
Listen to this saga. So Benjamin Mendy accused of rape by
Before we go ahead,
yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
That was his statement when he came out of court.
was the only thing he
he said when the
When they said,
verdict
what do you
was
have to
given.
say? And they
So Benjamin Mendy was accused of rape by multiple women. The first, he lost. Man City caught him. Man City caught him
No,
off.
Man City.
Did he finish the
stopped
season with
playing
them?
for Man City, but they just released him.
He didn't make Champions League now.
Yeah, he wasn't part of the squad, but it was still on the books.
Will have collected
But
Champions
he's-
League trophy.
Yeah,
Can
they
you
won a
imagine?
treble last year.
Well, I
Like
won a
this year.
treble last year, but I couldn't. Now,
And imagine the amount of money with that.
I'm looking for. So when I
You
first
guys
saw
get into
this
the
thing,
story already.
when I first saw this thing was on Twitter, where someone like screenshotted stuff from an article of how he won or why he won.
We sent that to the group or something.
Did I? Maybe I sent it to you.
No, not. I didn't say.
The first case was like one of those women that claimed. So apparently, Benjamin Mendy
Was a
has a
wild
lot
boy.
of orgies
Was a
in
wild
his
boy.
house.
During lockdown, he was having multiple orgies.
He was having multiple orgies. Jack Grealish was even named
Yeah,
in the court case.
one of the girls
That
came
one
by
of the
rape
girls
her.
was boasting to our other friend on
That I
WhatsApp.
just fucked Jack Grealish.
I just slept with Jack Grealish. Yeah, so
Yeah.
he lives a wild lifestyle. Orgies back and forth, whatever. Now, one of the women who even gave police like date, time when the rape would have happened. Apparently, maybe he has like one of the rooms he did. There's a video camera. Maybe
Video camera there, yeah.
that might be another case coming. On.
Yeah.
He has a video camera in the room. Like,
On a civil case, though.
yeah, a civil case. There's a camera in the room recording, and the
Without
time-
their consent.
yes, that's why I say he might
It could
have
be
another.
if
he might
it's
have
a CCTV, I think
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
he might have another case coming.
Okay.
There's camera that records them having consensual sex.
She had to do with two of with.
But the
Benjamin
camera
Mendy
is not
as-
consensual. Camera video.
Yeah, that's why I said that one might be another case brewing. Now I saw that in that screenshot and I just checked again and I saw it. That's what I was reading when you said put down the phone. They had to play it in
The
court
video in court.
to actually show that 1, 2. Another of the woman on her internet history was they found her googling
Benjamin Mendy's
what.
network. Bro.
Yeah, and then some of the women know each other,
Yeah.
so it's looked at.
And actually, I think that babe that did consensual, she didn't just do with Benjamin Mendy. She had a threesome with the friend of Benjamin Mendy.
So the video proved that
accused
the
friend
sex
to-
was
Yeah.
consensual.
Yeah.
Yes, and so when they were able to prove
I
that,
think they said she had it with the friend first, then she had it with Benjamin Mendy.
Yeah.
And then the two of them, I think they
so when they were able to prove that with the video, and they were able to prove another one of them, like all these ladies are the same ladies.
So it
that
now
come for
links
the
them.
orgies, right? That
And the babe actually, I think she came back for multiple.
yeah, she's been
Subsequent
back
sex-
multiple times
for
after
sex-
that time.
She's
Yeah.
like, okay.
Yeah, so
Wait, I don't think it's
There was-
necessarily a defense.
Yeah,
against
it's not a
sex.
defense.
there
Yeah.
was
But
one
against rape,
like
yeah.
so there were also like WhatsApp messages of other babes involved that also accused him of rape, boasting about sleeping
With Benjamin Mendy.
and having a good time in his house. And then the one googling his net worth, and they could find links that some of the women accusing him actually know each other.
And they probably met.
They created
so-
a group chat or something.
And like they
Something
shall
like
use
that.
WhatsApp and internet history plus that video to knock the case common for. What the-
Bruh.
I mean, I was like, this is
crazy.
wild.
That's actually wild.
This is wild.
That's
now,
But
wild.
Excel, my own problem is this.
now Memphis. Why I even saw this
Memphis Depay.
was Memphis Depay, a footballer.
Yeah.
He did like a large post, and from
was
his
angry, he
he
was
was angry. He was
ranting.
like who's going to restore? Was it 2 years? Or he said who's going to
2
restore
years of his life, yeah.
2 years of his career that his career has been on hold? Who's going to
Yeah.
restore money he's lost? Like
Yeah.
what's going to happen? Like this is crazy.
Yeah.
And from there, other footballers started coming out to say things similar to what Memphis says. Like this is crazy. And so yeah, and
He
then
got the club recently. Signed to
yeah, he
signed
has signed
for
a French club.
Lorient.
Signed,
Lorient.
but if he had won the treble, he would be
would have
signing
gone
to
to a big
somebody
club,
way
yeah.
more bigger.
Yeah.
He'd be making way more bigger money.
So
I think he
so
should go to Saudi Arabia.
so what happened to the girls now? What's the conversation around the girls?
I don't know what's going to
think-
happen. I don't know
but
if he wants
my-
to press it.
My
I don't
feeling
know.
about these girls is, do they think they are going to get money?
Of course.
No, in a criminal case, you are not getting any money. The guy is just going to prison.
Maybe they
Maybe they hope
they
that-
plan
maybe
that
they'll
they'll
take it to a
settle out
civil
of-
case.
or they'll
Yeah.
settle out of court.
Anyway, like people now started knocking Memphis and the other footballers that rape
Why
is
don't you
hard
have
to, no,
energy?
like rape is hard to prove.
And there might be a chance that he
Maybe
still
a
did
chance
it.
that-
But this one, the,
Yeah,
the evidence in this one is too overwhelming that they
Um,
lied.
I just think that it just made me sit down and question everything. Like,
Same.
bro, this is
Same. When you said
this
it,
is
I was
wild.
like, what?
like this is wild.
It's actually very wild.
People are evil, bro. People are evil.
And that's why you can't believe all women.
People are evil.
But again, what would anyone gain from lying about rape, though?
somebody
It's
was
like-
going to. Somebody was googling his network.
Well, from
so here's the
from
thing.
a rich footballer,
We are
but
still
from a
waiting.
regular
You know there
guy.
are two sides. You know they
regular
can,
guy,
You know,
which is what
you know
we
they can
gain.
actually sue on a civil case, like for sexual assault, I believe.
You know, I'm even having a conversation around me. People say that women are lying about rape cases to regular people. Like when you're talking about regular guys, I'm like, why would a woman want to
Because
lie
Mary,
about
did you
that?
see the case of Dr. Olufunmilayo?
Again, Excel.
Excel, did you see the case of Dr. Olufunmilayo?
I saw that he's been
His
found.
career has been on hold for 3 years.
to know, like waiting they happen.
What's
for
going on?
streets. Waiting they happen.
I saw that one
Do
too.
you
and
understand? And that melody. So I'm asking to answer your question because Dr. Olufunmilayo is relatively a regular guy.
well,
Relatively, he's
Not
a
even
doctor
a
in the
celebrity,
UK.
he's a
He's a doctor in the UK that's making a healthy living, but he's still a regular
The
guy.
license was
Was it-
license-
was-
no,
oh,
no, it
was
wasn't. It wasn't.
Or maybe
But he
suspect.
couldn't practice.
He couldn't practice.
Yeah.
He couldn't practice.
He couldn't
no,
practice.
he couldn't
practice.
practice.
I thought he just left social media.
No, he couldn't practice.
That's what people have been saying. Like, he couldn't practice for 3 years. And do you guys know the story?
Yeah, of course. Sorry.
Apparently, she liked him.
No.
They were dating.
And the babe, like he actually brought the babe over to the UK.
She said she wanted to go to the UK, so he
He brought the babe over to
did the
UK. They were living in
process.
the same house.
They're living
taking
in the same
care of her.
house.
I think she got a job, and all of a sudden he said he wasn't doing it again. And
No, he said before they even came, the problem, the relationship was having issues. Then she eventually said that she wanted to come still. So he just said, okay, she can come. But when she comes, they're not going to be in the same room. They go be in the same room. He'll do his own thing in his room, she'll do her own thing in her room, and everything. Yeah. So he left. He left master bedroom. Left the master bedroom for her and everything. Then one day they both had wine and they had sex. Then the next day, then from there she now said, that
no, they had sex several times.
Twice.
Several times.
Twice.
I had several times.
Twice. They had sex twice. The first time she was drunk. And first time both of them were drunk and they had sex. The second time both of them were not drunk and they just had sex. They said the girl was always walking around the house trying to get him. So after the second sex, he now realized that she was trying to do that thing where they're not together but to do sex. Then he now called and said, you know what, he's no longer having sex with her. They were done. And she was now moving around the house with, trying to seduce him and stuff like that. But he kept putting his foot down, saying no.
Send him out, send the babe out of the house. That's daughter of Jezebel.
He did not send her out, but she was still living in his house. Do you understand? So after that time, then she now started. So after that, he now said no more sex and everything. Then she now said, that's when she now said, he raped her, or she now accused him of.
Some women are just very.
Then he now told her that, but the first time we had sex, we were both drunk. You were not just drunk. Both of us had sex. After wine, both of us were drunk.
So I think I said I don't know where I said this recently, and I think some people actually that women don't know how to handle rejection. That's another factor in the situation.
But there's also a lot of evidence that supports that men handle rejection badly.
But I think
I'm about to answer that. Men handle rejection worse.
No, I don't think so.
Men that build everything around their ego.
I don't think so. Do you know why I don't think so? Because a man is built to risk it and not get it sometimes. Yes. How many women ask men, what's the ratio?
I feel like for the first time, somebody you may like. I feel like men, the real disadvantage. I think men handle it worse just because of ego. That
ego.
Okay, look at it like this. You will know guys from like secondary school or university that have lied about knacking.
I agree because the baby
just well, they will say.
I agree. There's a ton of them.
They will say that I knack them just to make them
just to prove a point. They're the ones who get off all of this ego thing. Do you understand? It's like how a man will say things like, why would she?
And then in
why would she turn me down?
Where women are really like the oppression is legal, like them Iran, Iraq. You could just see a story of a girl rejected and the guy
man is killing her.
India especially.
Yeah, the guy
killed her. Do you understand? Or it's like how men get
those guys are gags.
Bro.
They're not guys, they are killers. It's like how men get upset when they are catcalling women and they don't respond. Do you see the anger? Yeah, how dare they call you? Your mama. You're like, what? I just didn't answer. Why are you so mad? Yeah. Do you understand? And their own like not being able to handle rejection goes to the extreme because they do extreme things like they want to physically hurt you, they'll stalk you, they want to.
Here's another thing too. Women are semi-realistic about handling rejection. I'll tell you why. Women know they can't handle it, so that's why
they don't do it.
That's what.
Yeah. Exactly, I know, and that's what I'm telling you.
They don't want to talk. Say that's the reason. They don't be like, God forbid, I ask him out. Me ask a man, God forbid, never. I will. But we shall know. You're afraid of no. No is your problem.
It's not like you're afraid of no. It's just like why.
Don't confuse your angel.
That's actually.
Don't confuse your angel. Behave yourself.
Did you see that Davido's baby mama that said she's coming to Nigeria
for meet and greets? Those ones are angels have left her. They're like.
You showed us a video of her growing belly. Oh my God!
Now, all that is that child will be raised with trauma.
My brother, because now you're seeing your mother acting foolish on social media.
It's not even like first of all, Davido will not care.
By the way, do you guys know that Moira Mills is
pregnant? I want to care about his child.
Moira Mills is pregnant.
For Zion Williamson, I saw.
She did a Snapchat.
I recently remember this whole thing because there was like a Jordan ad, and he's inside him, Rema. I just saw him there. Like, this nigga,
my guy.
This nigga.
We never spoke about Zion. I think Moira Mills is.
Why?
My brother.
She went.
Melody. That babe was treating for like 20 days. tagging him.
She went in back and forth.
Bro.
But you know that clearly that girl had like aside this issue, it was just the breaking point. Something they worry am.
So
and this situation was
theory.
like,
you know my theory. I was saying Bukola, but I think clout is also involved.
Oh yeah, shout out to Bukola.
I think
big ups to Bukola.
fuck you.
Oh.
Long down gal. Bukola.
Listen.
London gal. Zero Conditions podcast team member are in the UK. Yeah.
So these girls don't get a lot of love. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
All the relationships that they have is very transactional.
Yeah.
Most. 99%.
This is what they do
Like
anyway.
only porn stars can date porn stars.
You understand? Like, and I think that's the situation of this Davido's baby mama as well in a way.
But she's
So
not in porn
if
star.
you are going to sleep with
She was
them,
a,
yeah,
she
but
was a,
she's-
she was
she's
an
a-
OnlyFans model.
Minus that you can see that she's one of those women that rappers, you know, you
Besumo.
can see.
Besumo maker.
Pull up, collect and move on.
And she say, move what?
You know? So
Joy comes
If
in
you
the
are going to-
morning, for lacquer for the night.
if you are going to sleep with a girl like that, don't mess with the lines of emotion, because no woman doesn't want to be desired and adored. Do you understand?
Yeah.
If you don't intend to hold up, to follow through, we don't almost reach you.
How is it almost time? Like we just a yarn. How is it almost time?
It's not now.
It is. I just look at the
9
time.
minutes out.
We enjoy this format too much. We're just talking and going.
So, like, if you don't want to follow through, don't
Yeah.
go there, because now you are arousing.
When a
emotions-
baby.
You are arousing emotions that these women already like. They want to express.
Yeah.
So, like, and their way of life, they're already messy.
Men says to stop GBT Obo.
And that's what I'm saying.
What's
That's
that?
what I'm saying,
What's-
because
please,
you want
give me
to
the
be
English
getting it
translation
free.
of that.
Because
Pussy theft.
What?
no, sexual fraud.
Emotional Yahoo. Emotional that's
hula
like
balloon.
Emotional Yahoo. Yeah.
Tiara.
What's that?
I know that one.
Okay, so I feel don't play with those lines. So I feel like these babes got with Zion obviously because he just signed a fucking max contract, $195 million over 5 years. Let's be honest. If Zion approaches anybody, you are going to say yes because he has money, right? And let's be honest, it feels like Zion also has a porn fetish. You know,
I won't be surprised.
I won't be surprised if he had it as well. To be honest, he started messing with these girls. I think he played with her head.
Of course, he definitely
Even from the
did.
chats, no, he
Yeah.
really made her believe that
He really
he
believed that she
loved
died.
her.
Hey,
Yeah.
love of my
or at least that he
life.
wanted to be with her consistently.
A
Yeah.
go
And,
Igbo.
and think of it from her perspective. You're Mills, a very popular porn star.
A lot of men
99.9% of the men that have approached you do not love you. They've all just
And
come
that's
to-
what I'm saying.
You're just a sexual fantasy
Yeah.
to them. Here's a nigga that's young,
That has
rich,
money,
famous,
security.
and loves you. Oh
Bro,
my
bro.
God.
Bro.
Must be nice.
So like he was making hair for her. She was wearing waist beads for him.
Yeah, he's like, he was even
Bro,
telling
make
Zion,
African
you
hair.
will crumble.
Zion, bro.
You will, no,
Where is that thing from?
I don't know that you will crumble. I don't know that thing. You will crumble. The guy was giving her, like, he was involved in her life.
Bro.
He was
Giving her
like,
advice.
do this hairstyle. This is the
Like
hairstyle.
he even told
I
her
love,
to move to. He told her to move to New Orleans,
I saw it.
bro.
I saw it. I saw it.
So I think he messed with her head.
He definitely did mess with her. head.
no, this, no.
I think he messed with
And you know,
I
he was, she would insult him, and she was like, come back. You know, if you come back, I will take you.
yeah.
I was like, Kai, shy.
But to be honest, if coming back, like the way Joe Buddy also sold this was like, there are some girls that like, what did they call them? Trappers or something. Extra. There's a word he called them.
So what's he trying to say?
And like when Melissa Ford was trying to say something, it's like, you're like that.
Are you serious?
Like, but to be honest, she is. I mean, to be honest, these girls they're not out here playing with you, bro.
They're not out here playing with
They're not
you.
out here playing with you.
Give me my cheddar, bro. Like, they're not out here playing with you. I saw a post of, do you see the Odumodu and
And
Kaid?
I'm not mad at that.
Yes, fine.
Kanye.
Kaid. Going back and forth on social media.
Really?
Cade.
Say Kaid, say
Kid.
Is it Kid? I say
Ain't gonna live
Kaid.
forever from the island.
No!
That's
That's Kayode.
I don't wanna be with you.
Jolene.
So someone posted a screenshot and said, if Headies Rookie of the Year was down to Kaid, is it Kaid now? And Odumodu, who is winning? Kaid responded saying, Evian pass Evian, check the numbers and do the math. Odumodu say, if I knock down your head. Totally on TV, God. And guess what?
Oh.
He wrote it in all caps. He wrote it in all caps.
I need to see no caps. What's that
say-
key line for the
You don't say, you know that kind of knock, we go, yeah, come. He said, if I knock down your head, who will they do that?
Now the mode chairman.
He said, if I knock down your head. Kaid now responded and said, Ebe runner, let me be your father.
I'm an MBL.
I was like,
Cade, if you see Odumodu in real life, you will actually run.
You see mob.
Like,
he said, if I knock down your head.
don't do that. Do your Jolene. Do your lane.
Sing your team pop.
Leave Odumodu. This is so funny because I literally am coming from him. I was with him.
Oh, Modu, where?
I was with him in.
Oh, don't say.
In Ikoyi. And I heard his mixtape.
Is it good?
It's good.
Okay, good.
Like the Abuja rap shit.
That's giving it to you.
Nah. It's nasty. It's nasty work.
So-
I even saw. So now there's a new scam, and I confirmed the scam there. Yeah. There's a new scam that they are sending to people on WhatsApp. In case you got it, just hear that they will tell you that somebody's hired them to kill you, and the person paid 200K, but they don't want to kill you. But if you can pay higher or so, they'll leave you. They will leave you.
They'll set their target on another person.
So Leo da Silva, that was a big brother, he posted it on Twitter. So I saw it today. Then I was with Odumodu and UC, and somebody sent it to UC. UC was legit panicking. They work perfect for me.
Perfect for me.
He was legit panicking. And I showed him that this Code was also with us. So Code was also telling us that one of our friends got that message too. So it's like a new scam that they've sent out. And people are paying. Before we go, please, I want to read fan mail. We have one fan mail. Producer chill. Mr. Producer chill.
Feels me.
This fan said, I'm not going to mention it, so our fan mails will be anonymous. Because someone told me that he wants to send fan mails, but he doesn't want his name to be read out. So please, fan mails will be anonymous. Like, we'll never mention him.
Name,
yeah.
Okay, no
name. We'll not mention your name. Guy says, welcome back. It's great to have you guys back after this long time. I'm in my last semester as an undergraduate student, and I feel so lost. I'm very uncertain of what's to come after school. Been trying my hands on a couple of things and actively acquiring skills, but that conviction isn't just there. What do I make of my life? I ask myself. You all were once undergraduates like I am. Were you ever in such a situation? How did you navigate it?
Let me answer this. My brother, be careless.
Bro,
don't think about it. Let me tell you something. Most people don't discover what they want to do till they're 27.
Some people are still discovering in their 30s,
you understand?
in their 40s.
It's a social construct that's unrealistic for
very,
you to discover
very
yourself.
undergrad.
Some people that get a job after they get out of school don't know what the fuck they are doing. They are just doing it.
And most times,
don't be under pressure, bro.
And most times,
you're acquiring skills. Keep doing it.
Most times, most people that you even see figuring this thing out, or they have like high flying jobs and all of that, they literally learned on the job. A lot of people are learning on the job. I know that they've taught us that you have to have all the skills in the world, but people are learning on the job.
You have to know what you're doing. You don't need to know.
Well, most of us are winging it. So just chill.
A lot of the people you look up to are winging it.
Bro. Yes.
You are very young. You're an undergraduate, my brother. My brother.
Chill.
Bro, when I was 25, I had a lot of things that I could do.
My brother.
But you know what to do.
Explore as much as you can. Learn a lot of stuff as much as you can. Pray, you'll be fine.
Your life can turn around in 2 years.
Like,
just keep going.
Yeah, and in 10 years,
and also take school seriously. School is important. So yeah.
Depends on what you're studying.
My brother.
But school is important. Yeah, you gotta have a good grade.
On that note, we have come to the end of this episode. Thank you so much for listening. You can send us email or inquiries via mail at zeroconditionspod@gmail.com. Big shout out to our partners, Pop Central.
Pop, pop. And for staying around till late to have us here.
Yeah, we will. So we'll always be here Fridays. 9 to 11.
Tell us the
PM.
guests that you guys want to have on this podcast.
Yes, if there's a specific guest you want, now we are the guys. We can bring anybody. If you have followed
Excel,
us,
that's
if you have followed us before, you know. If you've been following us from terms and conditions, we've brought we've gone as far as Joe Boy. We've gone as extreme as no, but that's the extreme.
I
That
know.
guy.
Oh,
That trench is done.
No.
The social
Don
media
Blue.
guy.
Don Blue.
Don Blue. We've gone as far ahead. So there's nobody we can bring everybody.
Excel, bring Bobrisky.
Come on, that time we're seeing
Bring Bobrisky.
No. Like this is a TV station. We're not trying to get banned.
we're seeing the podcast trenches where we brought Don Blue. Remember that?
Yes now. Yes now. But yeah, we can read. So yeah, send us fan mail. Catch you guys next week. Do make sure you follow us on social media, _conditions_. Follow Pop Central TV2 on social media. Love you guys.
And you can send us messages. Don't forget again, Gmail at zeroconditionspod@gmail.com and follow us. on social media at zeros.
Please just keep going.
Yeah.
Calm down.
See you guys next week. We out. Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.